Hey guys, it's Courtney from HowCourtneySeesIt, and I'm here to do my Nano work in progress tag. So this was originally created by Bethany, and I will have her video, her video linked down below in the description box. And I am filming on my new vlogging camera, so you guys will have to let me know in the comments if it's better, if it's worse. This has an automatic focus, so it should focus on whatever is closest to it, which hopefully helps make everything in focus, because with my DSLR, sometimes it's hard to tell, blah, 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 you don't care about that. So we are here today to do the questions. They are down here on my very, very beautiful notepad. So starting with number one is, what is your Nano work in progress? The genre, a little bit about the project. So this is my first time doing Nano, which will come into play later for other questions, but this project I'm working on right now is like a fantasy YA. I hesitate to call it like a dystopia because it's not, it's complicated. Like, it's a fantasy, so it's kind of in our world, but not really. The world building needs work. This is like my first draft, so it's very rough right now. I was going to make it like after, you know, nuclear war. That's how like everything happens, and the people in my story, there's like a big illness that goes through and they can change into animals. So they have like a tier or like a animal form, and there's a war that breaks out, and there's a love story because naturally, like, I'm a romantic, I need to have a love story in there. I'm very bad at describing things. I feel like this sounds very, very boring, but I'm very excited about it. Again, like I said, it's my first Nano, and I've been writing for a long time, but I've never gotten close to finishing anything. So that is the goal for Nano, is to finish this freaking draft. So yeah, so genre is fantasy, YA. It might get bumped up to adult depending on some scenes that I put in, but I haven't like officially decided where it's gonna go. So, number two is, what stage is your project in? First draft, second draft, third draft, editing, or beta? And like I said, it is first draft. I did a zero draft of like 2 years ago. I started this project in 2017. And I had a zero draft that I kind of went off from, and a really bad outline. And when I say bad outline, I mean like, it was literally just a bullet point, like, so-and-so dies. So-and-so does this. This happens to so-and-so. Like, so-and-so and so do this thing. Like, it was super rough. And then some of it had like paragraphs attached, dialogue attached, scene descriptions attached, like, but it wasn't fleshed out at all, and that's what I've been doing right now. So first draft is going, we're doing it. I have not a beta reader, but I have like my friend is reading along as I'm writing, and she's kind of keeping notes on her own, on her side, for once the draft is done, so that I can go back and kind of adjust. So she's looking for more like spelling, grammar, chaos, like any part of the story that's really chaotic, that doesn't make any sense. Like, hey, by the way, you mentioned this, but then you changed it down here. Like fluidity, so like eye color, making sure everyone's hair color doesn't change during the course of the story, because again, over 2 years of writing, occasionally it got a little jumbled. Let's move on from that. Number three is, what are your goals, monthly, word count, etc.? So I have, my goal honestly right now is just to finish Nano. I want to hit 50,000. And I know I'm not going to most likely hit 50,000, but I'm going to continue after Nano is done and get to at least 50,000. I want to finish this draft this year. December is a little chaotic, like me, because I'm a December baby, but I have dedication. I'm very, very excited about this project, and I want to finish it. So luckily for me, I have a super supportive partner who like lets me write, or will sit next to me while I write and play games, and like just leaves me to my own devices, which is very great, and I'm very thankful for them. Number four is, do you have Nano rewards? Did you do like a system? And for me, for Nano, I did do a reward system. I don't really think it was the best system, so I think I'm going to do next year. Well, let me tell you what I did this year. So this year I did a 5,000, a 10,000, a 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. And I did, they got bigger. So like the 5,000 goal, like we got Dairy Queen Blizzards. The 10,000 goal was like I got a new book. The 20 and 30,000 were supposed to be other things, but I ended up purchasing some stuff through Book Outlet. So I did that for 20 and 30 like combined as a reward because I was really hyped up about these books and they were on killer sale for Black Friday. So I got them. And then for 50,000, like my big goal was this makeup eyeshadow palette that I had been wanting. And I think maybe that wasn't like a big enough push, or like I just like let myself be distracted. But I think for next year, what I'm going to do is every night, if I get to my word goal for Nano, I'm going to put like X amount of dollars into a jar. And then at the end, however much I write, that's gonna be in my jar. So if it's like 500 words is like $1 or something, at the end of the 50,000 words I'll have $100. Is that math? Yeah. No. Yeah, $2 per thousand. It's late, okay? Moving on to number 5. It says, are you in a Nano cabin or do you have writing buddies? And technically, I am not a part of any groups. I am in the Nano local group, but I haven't done any meetups because of work, and it's been kind of crazy, this Nano. So I do have some people that I talk to about writing, but no one specific. So if anyone is looking for a buddy for non-Nano time, I am your lady, I am your girl. Hit me up in the comments. Let's be Twitter friends. Number 6 is, have you done Nano in the past and how did it go? That is a big fat no, which I just talked about earlier, so I'm not going to talk about this too much. Right now, I think I'm hitting about 37,000 words, and I just want to get to 40 as my main goal by the 30th at midnight, and I think I can do it. So we're gonna hope and pray and think about doing that. Okay. Number 7 is, what are you most excited about for this Nano? And honestly, the best thing about this Nano was that I actually wrote every single day except for 2 days this month. And that for me is insane. Normally I would binge write for like 5 or 6 days straight, and then I wouldn't write for 3 weeks, or I wouldn't write for 2 months or whatever. And it would just be really sporadic, which is why my zero draft is chaos, the epitome of chaos. That's been awesome. Like just getting into the habit of writing every day, or even like reading what I wrote, like just being actively engaged in my project has been awesome. So I do want to continue that after Nano. So if anyone is up to doing writing sprints post Nano, let me know. Or if you already have a bunch scheduled out, let me know in the comments, or find me on social media and I would love to join you. There are fuzzies like floating around in here and they're really messing up with my context. Number 8 is, the number 1 advice you have for those doing Nano. I guess my big advice would be, no matter what your word count is, just to write something every day, because every word is another pebble in your pile. And eventually you're going to turn and you're going to see that your pile is gigantic and it's actually a whole book or a whole novella or whatever you're writing, and that is going to be pretty great. So that's my main advice, just to keep going, persevere, like do whatever you need to do to work on your projects, basically. Number 9 is, what is your Nano handle so we can hang out with you? And honestly, I'm pretty sure it's HowCourtneySeesIt, but if it's not, I will put it on the screen right here by my face so you can hang out with me there. I love to kind of get Nano buddies for next year. That would be awesome. And then for number 10, it's, who will you tag to do this tag? And basically anybody. If you're doing Nano this year, let me know what you're writing down below. I'd love to hear about your writing projects. I hopefully am going to finish mine this year. We are determined. We are very focused. Thanks everyone for watching. Definitely go check out Bethany's video. Like I said, it is linked down below in the description box. If there is anyone out there who is also doing Nano that needs a buddy, hit me up, like I said, in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.